And the money and production, baby. Love of my own. Oh, hello again. Today we'll be playing Fallout New Vegas after being inspired by the TV show. I'm not very good, so what we're going to do is we're going to pour a little drink, raise a little toast, and see if we can have a little bit of... Oh, who the hell are you? Sorry about that. Now, where were we? Who the fuck are you?
It was rigged from the start.
Matthew fucking Perry. Right, after getting shot in the face twice, it seems that we've woken up and been given a grenade launcher. That's a great way to start a game. I'm into that. 10 out of 10 way to start a game. Dr. Michael over here, he's going to help us out, and he's going to give us some facial reconstruction surgery to help us get back to our enemies.
Can you tell me your name?
Alright. Katy Perry, because Matthew Perry killed me. Now I need to make myself look as much like Katy Perry as possible. This took me about 3 hours in real time just to do. This is sped up very, very fast. The Fallout New Vegas character customization system is quite in-depth, and that's the finished result. Just like Katy Perry. Exactly like Katy Perry. Perfectly Katy Perry. Great, let's begin. We start off by grabbing a few freebies from Dr. Mitchell's house, find out I'm not smart enough to repair this gun, and do some more stuff. Find this paperweight, and immediately start just chucking it around. This is amazing physics. I'm into this game. Check out this butt. Nice body. Alright, cool. I think we're ready. I spent about 25 minutes setting my stats up on this machine, and then I quickly pressed the wrong button, and...
With luck like yours, I'm surprised them bullets didn't just turn right around and climb back into the gun.
Alright, quickly load back up, right back into it. I'm going to rob a few more things from Dr. Mitchell's house this time before setting up my stats for a final time. The stats I decide to go for are mainly luck, because I don't know what I'm doing and I could do it with a little bit of luck. So here's my stats page right now, which is 8 strength, 7 endurance, 8 luck. That's all you need to know. I'm strong, I'm sturdy, I'm lucky. Let's nick some more stuff from Dr. Mitchell's house. Because I noticed he didn't seem to mind me nicking any of the things from his house, so I just nicked every single thing I could before having to sit down and do this stupid little ink test, skip that, put some of my skills together. I wanted to be a sneaky gun guy who's kamikaze and skilled. That sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm down with that. Nice. I'm going to proceed to rob literally every single thing from Dr. Mitchell's house. And then immediately I'm going to tell him off for going through my stuff.
Didn't have
What the
much
fuck
choice,
do you think you are, mate? Jesus, I've just been shot in the
I
face.
understand the sentiment.
He then tells me that I've got to do some stuff,
I
which
reckon
is
some
like
of-
basically start the game.
But try.
And I decide, because I'm hardcore, great challenge. Heavy boy. Huh. Dead. I'm going to go hardcore mode. That sounds good to me. Just because I've never played the game before, I don't want it to be very easy. I want it to feel like I'm doing something. Right, we're loading into Goodsprings for the first time. It's giving us loads of stuff. Lots of stuff. More stuff. Gun stuff. I'm into gun stuff. Let's do some gun stuff. I start the whole game by trying to familiarise myself with the Pip-Boy. Because it's been I played Fallout 4 before. Long time ago. It's the only Fallout I ever played. It was alright, but the story wasn't great. So I wasn't that into it. Trying to do time machines and shit, gives a shit about that. Anyway. I'm I'm into the wild west style of things. So, you know, let's play this game. Loving my shotgun. That's okay. Really just kept selecting this guy. Wanted me to kill him. What's up, Chet? We explore, we meet Chet. He seems like a pretty sound guy. And then we meet a sounder guy.
Howdy.
Easy Pete.
What can Easy
Yes,
Pete
Easy
do
Pete.
for you?
What can you do for me?
Keep your
We're exploring. We meet this girl. Her name is
Diane, stay.
Sunny Smiles.
worry,
But I'm going to
she won't
refer
bite
to
unless I
her
tell
as
her
her
to.
dog's name. Cheyenne. Cheyenne. We do a little bit of practice shooting.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Fuck!
Nice shot.
I decided after my practice shooting I should probably go for the tutorial. I choose not to have this mode on because I'm not a complete fucking pussy. Fallout immediately lets me know what it's in for with these geckos because I take 2 VATS shots to the head to completely miss both, which is going to be something that happens a lot in this game. I immediately poop my pants because the way these guys run is really freaky. And then, luckily for me, old Cheyenne saved my life after this 95% hit of shooting the sky 3 times. And luckily, the dog saved my life, which was... That is... Yeah, this is going to be a lot of this in this playthrough. Next bunch of geckos, not so bad. I'm getting used to this. Katy Perry's getting used to her guns. She's got her glasses on. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, it's quite satisfying killing these guys, to be fair, with the slow motion. I do like this game immediately, even though it runs really badly. I failed to realise that this is a person getting eaten, which wasn't smart. And then, her stupid face. Yeah, they run. Really freaks me out, man.
Ah, hell's bells.
Aw, hell's
Day passes
bells.
by, I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them.
Well,
Then
your
this
word just
happens.
ain't good enough for him.
Well, it's a part of...
Next batch of geckos, we disperse with them like just nothing. Piece of cake now. Activating a campfire was trickier than I realised. Less of a piece of cake. So the quest to make our first fire begins. We have to trot all the way back to Shady Sands, baby. Fight these massive green bugs, which really gave me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, heebie-jeebies. Yeah, sometimes finding the items in this game is just as hard as killing the bugs. So we got the first piece of item that we needed. We test out our handy binoculars and realise that we might have dropped them or something. Maybe it's a hardcore mode thing. Maybe it's a version of the game, but they didn't work. Then I noticed the handy red dot on the compass. Pull out my pistol and proceed to poo myself again. This game, I don't know what it is, but even like the scorpions, just the way they run at you with the speed, it just freaks me out. I don't know what it is. We go up the hill, we find the bloat flies that are hoarding the treasure that I'm looking for to start the fire. And we proceed to use about 75,000 bullets trying to shoot these flies very poorly. And yep, we eventually lose our patience with these guys and the game starts glitching. Super cool. Yeah, it's a perfectly stable emulation of Fallout New Vegas. Machete. So at this point, you know, I slash up a few bugs and I rattle off a few bullets and I decide this game's actually quite hard. I figured a fly would be a pretty easy target, but no, I struggled with them. It was at this point that the game asks me, do you want to rebuild your character? And I think, nah, Katy Perry's perfect the way she is. She was just born this way. I decide that even though I'm bad at gunplay and bad at strength and bad at machete, and I keep my stats just the way they are, get back to the campfire for my goodies and begin our fire. This should be impressive. I'm waiting for the graphics in this. Sick, no fire. Great, absolutely no fire. That's annoying. I check my mini map, have a real detailed look around, decide to go back here. Oh, who the fuck is this guy being rude to my favourite bar wench? We don't like Joe Cobb immediately. He's just rude and a bit of a twat. We talk to the bar lady. We find out where Ringo is, but in real life I've started drinking at this point. We have a chat with Victor. This is about an hour in between doing stuff, so I was quite drunk at this point. So I start robbing a school. I get a bit distracted. We rob the school. We get quite a bit of stuff out of this, which I never use. At this point, it's our first in-game night cycle, I think, and I wish there was like a flashlight in this game. I was looking all over for the controls. I couldn't seem to find a flashlight anywhere. So I had to turn my brightness up to max, my contrast up to max on my monitor to actually just see anything in this school. It was quite tricky. Do the school, go back to the bar, decide to rob the bar because I'm a genius hacker. This gets us to level 2, which is nice. So we put all of our points into barter and speech because that seems to be the thing that's holding us back from the get-go on this game, and we get intense training to put one more point into agility because I thought that was going to make me faster. I don't actually think it did. Then we go to leave town, realise that we've got to deal with this Joe Cobb guy. I forgot all about him. He's so rude, and I'm quite drunk, so I'm getting more annoyed by him the more I'm playing this game. I don't really listen to what he says. He says that Ringo's a traitor. Sorry, a trader, but I was drunk and I heard traitor because I've been watching the TV show The Traitors. So I go to see Ringo thinking he's a traitor. I'm getting prepared and I mess up this line of dialogue massively.
What do you want with me?
And accidentally start a fight to the death with Ringo.
Sorry about the gun. We got off to a bad...
I was going to say I'm having a look around, and then I said I'm going to kill him. So, here's what happened in my drunken rage. Is this a flashlight? I'm going to put up quite a big challenge. I thought it was going to be easy in this. And then I wake up several days later when I turn the game on, and this is how it looks. So I must have done some other stuff before that finished. I just couldn't figure out what stuff it was that I did. But anyway, now we're not drunk anymore. We're back in the gameplay. We're a little bit hungover in the real world. So we loot his head because I've been told that, you know, looting heads is where the best loot is. But there doesn't seem to have much in his face. Right, no point dwelling on the past. Onwards and upwards. We proceed to Goodsprings, where we have a little play with our Pip-Boy and discover that there's a radio, which was quite nice. Enjoyed the soothing sounds of this man. Proceed to move a little bit forward, pull out a shotgun, and then I blame the radio for causing this freeze. Even though the radio wasn't on during that freeze, I still never used the radio once more. We continue to try and leave Goodsprings again. This time, we remember that Joe Cobb and his gang were waiting here for us to do something with Ringo. So I give it a quick save because I don't know how this is going to go. Because he still rubs me the wrong way. He immediately says this.
What do you want now?
And I think, fuck you, Joe fucking Cobb. I've had enough of you, so I shoot him in his stupid head with a shotgun from point blank range, and I'm quite convinced in real life this probably would have won this battle, but this is Fallout, so his head gets crippled, and then he keeps shooting me. I proceed to just take out all the powder gangers because I've had enough of these twats in their little silly uniforms. Who do they even think they are? We keep cracking on. We finish off the rest of the power gangers and we make sure that the coast is clear. which is we do our best to get every single item they have on them, because loot is loot, and we're in a wasteland, so we can't be stingy. So we get everything we can in the thoughts of selling it to old Chet up the street. And then we find out we've got a bad reputation, and then get shot in the head by, guess who? Joe fucking Cobb. Sit down, you sack of shit. Yeah, I've had enough of him. We loot Joe, we get all of his goodies, we get his cool little pistol. We go to sell it all to Chet to move on to leave Goodsprings again. When we get to Chet, he is a glitching house, and there's this new dialogue option. So I proceed to sell all my stuff. That's all good and gravy. This is it about times 40 speed. This game takes a while to get through your inventory. And then I found out that I've basically initiated some kind of glitch with Chet where he will keep giving me stuff and XP. So I said I'm only going to do this a little bit. So I opened a little bottle of wine in real life and then proceeded to do it about 260-ish times. We get to level 10, we go to leave Goodsprings, we're rich now. As we go to leave Goodsprings, we pop in this little house, raid it, and then as we leave the little house, we realise that this raider has now got lots of armour on him. 3,000 weight worth of armour. So we grab all that, we proceed to very, very, very slowly walk back and pop it in our little safety storage bin that we've got. Leave Goodsprings again, and fuck! To do it one more time, we got to go all the way back again to our little storage bin. Then we check the minimap and leave Goodsprings finally for the final time, where we can proceed to check out the map. I get distracted immediately by a pack of dogs. I kill quite a lot of dogs here, so we're just going to have a really sped up dog killing spree. I didn't feel good at this point in the game. I quite like dogs in real life, so I felt a bit bad. We find a cave. We spend 26 minutes in this cave just looking around to find one laser pistol, which I never use again. And then we finally leave Goodsprings again. Now there's no more distractions. We get distracted by a plant. We go the long way. I don't want to take the road. I'm a bit of a little wuss in this game now. Everything scared me. Who's skydiving in this wasteland? We find a star bottle cap. That's got to be important. Take the key. Open the locker. Get the goop. All good. I'm getting plasma pistols now. And then on the way to Primm we meet a few people who aren't happy with us, who then proceed to do an amazing throw, and they tank quite a lot of my health bar there. I was quite surprised. It's just two guys, they're putting up more of a fight than a gang. Yeah, that was annoying. We get our free gift from the gods of dynamite. We might use that later. Might. We hear these little mines. Sneaky little mines trying to trip us up. Got them, that was cool. We check the alcohol content of everything in here and decide it's good enough. Then we spend the longest journey to Primm that you've ever seen to find zero loot on the way. Absolutely freaking zero loot. This was the longest possible way around. But luckily, as I got here, there was just loads of ammo boxes which I robbed before the guards turned up to his post. Unlucky, baby. I'll go see your lieutenant right now. Hello, Sergeant McGee. That's a lieutenant. Let's go. We go into Primm. There's another little booby trap on the way into Primm, which we see as these little mines on the road. Fucking cheeky. I'll have them. I don't know what to do with the mines. I don't know how to tactically use them in this game yet. So if you've got any ideas, let me know, because I still haven't figured out how to play this game properly. This guy has the hearing of some kind of Anubis prince, which fucking comes around the corner and scares the shit out of me. So I spend a good little while practicing my aim on these convicts, because I mean he's got a crowbar. What are you gonna do? I'll pull out Joe's revolver and give it a go. I didn't hit one bullet. I manually aimed, shoot him once, shoot him twice. Critical strike. Got a critical strike on him. I think that's down to my luck stat. That was satisfying. Into the Vicky Advanced Casino we go. Watch the skills. 10 out of 10 casino entry.
I don't know what it was.
We find out this
Primm,
man
youngster.
tells
You
us a
might
little
want
bit
to
about the
rethink
story
your
that we need to know.
Town's gone to hell.
That's about as much as he
I
is.
also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
John.
That job had strange written all over.
John.
That cowboy robot had us.
John.
I should bring back the
We
toys.
find out that the casino's got this cute little box of safes. This is when I realise I'm immediately addicted to lockpicking. Watch this. No. Boom! Perfect. We save just in case someone gets really angry at us robbing all the casino vaults, and we get loads of cool little goodies. Pop, pop. Another save. Ah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're done there. Out the Vicky Vance. We see the Bison Steve Hotel. We go give it a little check out with the roller coaster and notice the red dot on our map. And spend 15 minutes hunting this red dot down. Literally couldn't find him at all. Decide to go up here for a vantage point, and he's actually up here waiting for me. Look at this cheeky gunfight. Look at this guy. He doesn't stand a chance. Got a crowbar.
I'm out of here.
Got a crowbar and he's trying to run away. No chance. There ain't no running from Katy goddamn Perry, buddy. We got distracted with the Bison Steve Hotel, and in here there's a lot of criminals. So I decide that stealth is my best option. I pull out my throwing spears. He sees me immediately. This is an 85% hit chance. I hit him 0% of the time. One more chance. All to the head. He crowbars my weapon and breaks it. At this point I put myself in panic and proceed to not be stealthy anymore and just go for whatever gun comes to hand and start shooting the walls as much as humanly possible. This is my only way of surviving this game, is panic shooting everything with a shotgun, and it seems to be working out for me to quite a high regard at this point. They all seem to be running away the second I get the upper hand. Bunch of pussies in this game. Bunch of pussies. Who are you running from? I'm Katy fucking Perry, mate. There's no running from Katy fucking Perry. This guy's face was made of metal, shooting loads with a shotgun to the face. He's got this little mask on, didn't bother him. Once to the legs. Never skip leg day, mate. Absolutely done for. Then I proceed to just dance this guy around the room, kill him, kill his buddy. They're quite tough, these guys. I didn't really know what I was getting into in this gunfight, and I might have made a slight mistake by even entering this building, but I was determined to clear it out. Then I activate this toilet, which makes you drink toilet water. That was a mistake. Get the ransom note, get a little book. This guy scares the living daylights out of me. Look at the size of the cleaver he's got. So I panic and just rinse all my 10mm pistol bullets into his face. That's just how you deal with problems in Fallout, it seems. Sit down, baby! Picking on a few locks, because I'm addicted to it now. Any lock I see that I've got to pick up, I'm going to pick. That's it, it's been picked. Get no loot out of here, that's fine. We continue to just spend a lot of time in this room. This guy, where did he just come from? What was he, sleeping under the bed? This whole building is just for normal people, and I'm scared deathless. I'm not looking forward to the rest of the Fallout run, where it gets a bit more spooky and stuff. They're all just tanking bullets. He drops a very important one key. This game gives you a lot of possible loot to find where there's not much loot involved. So, yeah, there's a carton of cigarettes in here. I'm taking that. We repair the elevator. And then we shoot the elevator. Because still getting used to the game. It's quite a challenging game to get used to play, but okay. We find this room full of goons and we remember our gift from the gods from earlier of dynamite. And we light this room up like it's Christmas.
Holy shit. Oh shit.
Using explosives for the first time in Fallout, I immediately crippled myself and had to use the doctor's bag to fix myself up and I'll just finish off these goons. Sit! And then we chase this guy down and go the wrong way and find a room with this convict with another crowbar. Why are they all crowbars? And we stumble across the convict leader, who we take out easily by popping his head off like a grape. And I want that hat, so I'm going to get that hat. And he had on him a flamethrower, and he used a crowbar to attack me. So he was not the smartest leader that ever led a bunch of convicts, if we don't think to ourselves. We continue onward, we're totally overcome now, find another guy. That hat was too much for us to bear. Drop off our loot in the body of the convict leader that we don't need, and proceed to the final room, which has in it a cowardly convict and deputy dog. So we shoot the convict from the butt because what's he doing is hiding it. He's got a helmet on, should face him at least. He had a gun. He had a gun and he ran up. Sit down, bloody idiot. We have a little chat of Deputy Beaver over here. He seems like a straightforward liar, so I don't trust him anyway. He's just stubborn. He's one of those typical lying coward. We leave the hotel. He goes back into the hotel. I go back into the hotel. He leaves the hotel. I get a little bit annoyed. I leave the hotel.
Well,
he finally talks to
that was
me.
quite an adventure.
What is
breaking
his
myself out of a
brain
hostage
thinking?
situation. Great cons
The only
arrived
reason I
with your
kept him
friend
alive
in
is
the
because he told me stuff
They were
that I
talking
wanted to
about
know,
some delivery
and I
they sent from a
decided,
courier.
even though you're definitely a lying
assumed that was you.
scumbag, piece of crap,
They said they'd be
I
headed
won't
through
murder you
Nipton
because
to
now I
Novak
know
for me
what
to
I've got to
contact
do,
there.
which is just helpful enough in this game. I find out where I've got to go and travel immediately back to Goodsprings to sell our loot and get level 10, where we pick the Mysterious Stranger perk. We go and try and craft a few bullets, which is exactly when this guy makes me poo myself.
It's good to see a
Malcolm
friendly face.
Holmes,
Almost
the
took you for a raider.
freakiest stalker I've ever
Holmes.
seen. I mean, if
Don't
I
suppose
was
you
a
get a
woman in the
drink. Screw
Wasteland,
this.
making
Mind
some
you,
bullets at a
I'll
bench,
tell
and
you
this
straight.
guy just
I've been
turned around and was
following
like,
you
I've been following you around, blah, 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 blah. I'd actually just straight shoot him in the face. He goes on to give me some load of bullshit about big blue star caps, whatever, I don't care. He turns around to walk away and he gets his life saved because this gun proceeds to look like this. So I decided I probably wouldn't even win this battle using this gun, so I just didn't even take a chance. And that's what saved Malcolm Holmes' life in this run. Unbelievable. I don't know what's going on with my guns with scopes, but they're perfect. Back into the store we go to sell some of the bullets I make, and the shop looks like this.
You looking to buy some
We
supplies?
have a little chat with Chet. We leave. Check our guns again. This game's so good. I love it. I don't know what it is, but the bugs make it actually more fun. Alright, we're leaving Goodsprings again, because it's good joy, just, getting out of Goodsprings. It makes you feel like you're at home, leaving for the first time for college or something. We fast travel to Primm because I'm not walking all the way back there.
What is it?
Realise that we never actually talked to the
Man.
lieutenant because sergeants and
I'm
lieutenants
Lieutenant
aren't
Hayes
the
of the
same
New California
person.
Republic Army 5th
That's
Battalion,
actually quite a
1st
revelation
Company.
to me. I mean,
What's
I'm
your
not much
business?
military based, but I always thought that you could get a lieutenant sergeant. But no, probably not. He tells us about the
When
criminals
I
in
got this
Primm, which we've
assignment,
already
I was
dealt
hoping
with.
there'd be more gambling.
She was beautiful. And then we get distracted by the coyote pack up the hill on the way to a downloadable content. Yeah, that works for a script for me. I pull out my pistol, realise again that I can't actually use my decent gun. So we run up the hill trying to avoid him by killing his mates. We end up killing a lot of dogs in this playthrough. It makes me upset. I hope there's less dogs in other Fallout games. Yeah, we just missed that. We'll just dig up a grave. Cool. Alright, we find out that we can't dig up graves because we don't have a shovel. Obviously, we didn't bring a shovel with us. Finish off the rest of the coyotes. We see this graffiti and immediately decide, yeah, I can leave this place. I don't need to go wherever that is. I'm a bit too scared right now. I'm level 10. Not a chance. Kill a few more dogs because that's how you do stuff. Kill a puppy. That's cool. Loot this trooper. He seems to have some dog tags and some pretty cool stuff, so we loot up with him, and then it's time to take on the Alpha. So we sneak up to it. This took a lot longer than it looks. And then because he moved, I panicked and just unloaded everything I had into him. Killed him immediately. That was one of my favourite kills of the game. He rolls down the hill. I then kill his wife. And now I'm sad. I mean, I feel pretty bad about that. I'm not into killing dogs. If there's a way to not kill the dogs, let me know. We go back into Primm just to finish off our little journey here. We go back to the Vicky Vance Casino. I don't need to be showing all this shit. Oh no, we don't go to the Vicky Vance Casino. We go to the Mojave Outpost. All this murder has totally gone to my head, and I forgot I was a courier with a little job to do. So in we go. Bingo, got ya. I remember now. Go to the outpost, which is totally not glitched. Realise we're too dumb to fix this robot. Sick outpost, this place. Find the drop box, which we never use. Back to the Vicky Vance Casino. And here we see this friendly looking robot with a cool little hat. And I'm into Primm Slim. He's cool with me. We immediately hire him to become the security for Primm because he seems like the logical, non-cowardly person in this whole town. After that's done, back to Primm, where we look at his sexy little butt walking about, and back to our main quest. This game you get very distracted in this game quite easily. It is a lot of side quests that just seem very interesting. So I have a little quick look at the map, decide where to go. After looking at that roller coaster, I spent 25 minutes walking around the whole thing, which I'm not going to show on here because I didn't find nothing. Then we find more convicts on the route, and I thought I was pretty strong at this point. I very easily get caught by him, so start shooting him in the back as much as possible. Which was good for me. Shooting people in the back is good for your karma. That's good to know, I remember that. We then realise that there is another convict leader. Oh! What the fuck? This guy. Come out of nowhere, scared the shit out of me. What was one zombie doing out of nowhere? This was my first feral ghoul, and as you can see I panicked quite a lot here. If there was a wall behind me I probably would have died. He just there. Wow, yeah. So back to the leader of the Jackal gang, which I don't know if that's the same, because there's a convict here too. So I don't know if the Jackal gang and the convicts like buddied up or whatever. But it was this point that I didn't even realise I'd lost about a fifth of my health before I'd even got into cover. And this bush wasn't as good of cover as I thought it was. because as you see now, I'm gonna get. She proceeds to F me in the A as I take 0 damage off of her in any way with my gun, the only bullets I've got, which is the shotgun. I don't know what happens here. I shoot her so many times and she's smashing the health bar. And then she just laughs and kills me straight up. Right, that's the end of this. Can't be doing no more. It was supposed to be a 20-minute video. It's like 35 minutes long, and I've barely even left Primm. I'm going to keep doing a little series on this. I intended it to be a lot shorter than this, but it is what it is. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's my second ever video with my second ever voiceover. So if you think I'm getting better, let me know. If you think I'm shit, let me know. Hit me up. If you stayed all the way to this far, thank you very much. Give me a like and subscribe. On for the next one, baby.